This is Kishore and welcome back to KishoreLytics. In this video, we are going to do something exciting and very interesting concept called the formatting and the casting. So in this video, we are going to discuss about what is mean the formatting, what is mean the casting, and what is mean the converting functions. And on the practical part also discuss in this video. I don't want to take much time of you guys. Let's dive into it. Yes guys, in this video we are going to do something exciting and very interesting concept called the formatting and the casting. So already we discussed about the datetime functions and we have categorized the datetime function as the four more categories. What are the four more categories? We have discussed about the part extractions. In the previous video itself we have discussed about the part extractions. If you have missed in that video, please make sure to watch that video after come to this video. Then only you can able to understand this video also. So and the second topic is going to discuss in this video is formatting and the casting, and this is the today's agenda. Guys, this is the today's agenda also. Okay, this is the today's agenda, and the third topic is about the calculations. It's date add and the date diff. In the next video, we are going to discuss about the calculations and the validations. So now let's dive into the format, convert, and cast. So before getting into it, we want to know something about the formatting and the casting. What is meant by the formatting and what is meant by the casting, right? So let's discuss about the formatting and the casting now. So consider this is an example. This is an example date. Consider guys, this is an example date. In this date, this is to be considered as the year. This is to be considered as the month. This is to be considered as the date, and this is to be considered as the hour, and this is to be considered as the minutes, and this is to be considered as the seconds. Already we discussed in the previous video itself. So what is meant with the format specifier? So what is mean with the format specifier? So this format, right? So year, month, year comes after the month. After the month, we want to the date, right? After the date, we want the hours, right? After the hours, we want the minutes, and after the minutes, we want the seconds, right? So that's what the format. So that's what the format specifiers. We want to going to formatting the date. So that's what the formatting, and we are going to discuss about the converting and casting in the later. So consider guys, this is the international standard. Already we discussed in the previous video itself. We have discussed year, month, and date. This is the international standard, and we are using this standard as a SQL server. If you are following along with me, if you are following along with the Microsoft SQL server, if you are coding along with me, just this is a standard format. So the USA standard format is what the month comes first, and the date, and the last is the year. So in the European standards is that the date, month, and the year. So we are the important thing is that the most of the Indian standard, the most of the Indians and most of the countries we use this standard, international standard, and the Microsoft SQL server standard also this only. Year comes first. I'm going to write it by year, month, and the last is the date. Okay, this is the format for the SQL server standard. So now let's dive into it. So formatting. So what is meant with the formatting we have discussed. So now with the examples, we want to discuss about the formatting and convert. Difference between the format and the convert. So let's dive into it. Consider this is an example. 2025. This is to be considered as the year, right? This is to be considered as the month, and this is to be considered as the date. Yeah, right, guys. So if you want to format this, right, means if you are giving this date to the format function, like if you want the month to month, I just want the month first and the date second, and what is that? It is a USA standard, right? If you want to convert this SQL standard to the USA standard, means you want to give the date to the format functions. So that's what the format comes here. So again, if I give this date to, if I just change my mind and I just want the month is first and I don't want the date, I just want the month first and the second. If I give, in the previous video itself discussed, if you give triple M means we can get the output as the August. So that's what we are getting as the output as a string. So in the previous video itself, if you missed the video, you are unlucky. Please make sure to go that video and after come to this video. So yeah, as we discussed, if we give this date to the function for triple M and 4Y means we can get the output as the August 2025. So we are going to convert some date. We are going to formatting the date. We are some grooming the dates. We are going to groom some dates, groom some distance. And likewise, we are going to discuss. So again, now the second topic is about the converting, right? So if we give this date, consider this is 2025 8 and 20. If you give this date to the convert function, so if you want to convert to this something else, if you want to convert something like 20 August, we want to converting from one state to another state. That's what converting. So like in the numbers also, if you want to yeah, this format function can be used in numbers also. That's what I'm going to discuss in the video in this session also. Okay, if you give this number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7.89, if you want to give this number, like if you give means like this is the output, right? So these are the things, and all those notes or all those scripts, all those SQL scripts also available in the description box and available in my GitHub repository. If you want to find these notes and scripts, means just go to my GitHub repository. You can find it, the SQL crash course. All those notes are uploaded in the video itself at the time of creating the video itself, right? So what does it mean the casting? We have discussed about the formatting and converting. So what does it mean the casting? So if you are converting from string to number, from data, changing the data, that's the main motive. We are going to casting means, I'm going to write it by down. Just note it, guys. We are converting one data type to another data type. We are going to converting, casting. We are converting, just I'm not going to convert, I'm just casting as the output. I just want to string 1232, I just want to see as the output as a number. It's just a integer data type. That's what we are converting, one data type to the another data type, changing the data types. That's what the casting. If you see, this is an example. In this example, string in the 123, 123b is casted as the 123. It's an integer data type, right? So that's what the casting works. If you want to convert this date function, right? Date, it's the data type. If you want to convert, I'm just going to casting the data type. If I'm just casting the casting means what? It's like role playing, right? In the skits messed up, we are going to cast, right? So data type to string data type. That's what in the strings we're going to discuss casting as the data type. That's what the examples are going to be explained. The main motive is that we are we are not converting, we are just casting one data type to the another data type. That's what the casting works. So the format for the syntax, that means we are going to, the normal thing is that the format, and we are going to give the value and which format you want, and which culture means here comes here, it's English, in which standard. That's what the culture. It may be the SQL standard, it may be the US standard, it may be the European standard, whatever it may be. Now we are going to, I'm just going to write it down again neatly. Format of, I'm just going to give the value, which value, which date can be going to formatting. That's what the value, right? In which data type, in which format. Like I just wanted the as the m, it means August as a string. If you give the 2m means we can get the 08. That's what the, I'm going to convert it y. Give it in the double quotes. That's what the here. I'm just going, the following examples are the format of order date. I just want the date, month, year. That's what it. So again, if you want to give the format order date, I'm just giving the another example. It's the Japan time. That's what it. I'm going to write it by down here. Okay, that's what here. So these are the examples. In the formatting also, format 1234.6 just decimal. Some examples, culture. That's what the formatting syntax helps here. The use cases, we are going to discuss about the use cases of the format. The use cases is that we are going to report the sales by the month. We can easily analyze, right? If you I can show the later visuals, but for now, if the many of the, consider this is my login. If the some user can give in the date of birth, if the some user can give 2025 08 01, this is my date of birth. If I give like this, and another user and my friend another user can give the data as a 01 08 and 0225. Okay, if you give like this, we are going to, it's some difficult, right? The month, year, the years comes first, here the date comes first. So we are going to confusing, right? So we want to just converting to some international formats or some formatting, right? SQL standard format. So that's what the formatting use cases, right? We are going to sales by month. So that's what the use cases of the January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, November, October. That's like we are producing the report to the sales by the month. It comes easily with the formatting use cases. So that's what the format use cases of the format, right? So this what that's what I'm going to say. In the CSV file, the date format is like about the 28 2025. In the API format, if you have in the backend, the user they're storing the database as 20.08 2025, and in the database they're storing as a 20 August string, right? If we want to give the database to the SQL means, what we want to convert to some use cases, right? It's a standard format. The standard format is the year, month, and the date. So later we can submit the report, we can make a report in the Power BI, we can make a report in the Tableau, whatever it may be, QLink, whatever it may be. And we want to convert some date formats. Already some use cases, some manager some format is about the slashing, some API user is called about the dot, some 20 August. Likewise, we want to convert some dates into the standard format, right? That's what the format of the use cases comes here. So this has been the date time and the format specifiers. If you want these notes, and all these notes are available in my GitHub repository, so subscribe to my KishoreLytics channel. And if I miss this link to the GitHub repository, please make sure to find the GitHub repository like KishoreLytics. I mostly don't forgot. If I forgot means SQL course. The link to this is the github.com. This is the link. Just go and find the notes of this, all those notes. This is the date, the full date, right? Full day name and the date. D is if you give the small d means the day of the month. Day of the month. That's what the format specifiers. If you give the dd means the day of the month, 2 digit like 20. Likewise, if you give the ddd, the abbreviated day name like Wednesday, Thursday. Likewise, if you give the 4d means full day name Wednesday, we get the output as the full name of the day. So 1M means, say, likewise we can get the month number, like which month number is going to be. So MM means the month number in the 2 digits, 08. Likewise, triple M means abbreviated month name like August. I just told in the previous video. These are the things we already discussed in the previous video, so I don't want to repeat it again, but sometimes it may happen, right? So the full 4M means the full month name, and the 2YY means 2 digit number, and YYY 4Y means we can get the output as a 2025 full name. HH means the 12 hours format, and the capital HH means the 24-hour format. 1M means minutes, and 2M means 2 digit minutes, and S means seconds, SS means 2 seconds, FF fractional seconds, FF fractional seconds 2 digits, triple F means fractional seconds 3 digits, TT means AM PM designated. It may be the AM or it may be the PM. That's what we have discussed. And the number format, the num n, as we discussed in, right here, I am not telling about the what is meant by the n, what is meant by the c, what is meant by p. Let's discuss about these things. I don't even leave a single thing in my video. All those things are covered in this video. All those things are covered. What you want to learn to become a data analyst, data scientist, data engineer, what may be the software engineer, whatever it means, this SQL also can be scratch to advanced level. I don't leave miss single things in my SQL crash course, and also I created a Python crash course also. Please make sure to subscribe to the KishoreLytics channel, and more live courses and online courses are also available in my YouTube channel. Please make sure to subscribe to the KishoreLytics channel. So what is meant by the n? N means about the numeric digit, and P means the percentage, and the C means the currency. So what is meant by the currency? Currency may be the dollars, it may be the rupees. Likewise, E means scientific notations, right? F means fixed point. These are the things are available in my GitHub repository. Please make sure to note it down and go through these formats. So now let's dive into the converting syntax of this syntax of the converting, right? So convert, we are going to convert something, and which data type? Like it may be the integer and the value. So that's what I'm going to convert this string into the integer. That's what the examples looks like. And default is 0, and that's what the is optional looks like. The style looks like, right? So that's what. So again, the difference between the formatting and converting, right? So that's come here. In this example, we are going to formatting, right? In this formatting, the format is called about the month, date, and year. So in this format, the date format is about the triple M, and the YYYY. The 4Y means we can get the 2025 as a 4-digit number. Likewise, we are going to convert. This means it's called about the string. This data type is called, if you convert some means, if you give some date to the format function means it converts maybe the string, right? So that's what here going to be. I'm going to be explain that if you give this date to the convert function like 6 and 112, the date style, right? It may be the any data type. It may be the integer. It may be we are going to convert, right, from one data type to another data type. We are going to convert, right, integer to string. Whatever may be the output, it may be the string, and the string to whatever it may be the integer, it may be the date, it may be the varchar, whatever it may be. Likewise, we are discussing, right? So let's discuss about the syntax of the cast. and soonly we are going to about the end of the video, right? So in the next video we are going to see about the date calculation. Don't miss it out, guys. It's a very important, guys. Don't miss it out. It's available on next Tuesday. So I promise you guys, in the next 2 days you will get this video about the date calculations, right? So let's discuss about the syntax of the casting. So we are going to convert, we use the function called cast, and we are going to convert this, right? Value means it's called the string, it may be the integer, it may be the date, whatever may be. Value as we are going to convert as which data type we want to convert. I just want to convert this string data type to the integer data type. That's what the casting look like. The examples for this, right? Cast, if I give this number, if I give this string to this number, we are going to convert this as integer. The output is going to be 1 2 3. That's what the output as looks like. So again, if I give this cast function to I'm just using the cast function, I just want to convert this date as the date function. See guys, the here, put your eyes on this example. This is the string. See here, the string has to be converted as a date. That's what we are going to convert it. So that's the example for this case. I'm just explain about the converting syntax and formatting syntax and casting syntax also I explained, and the theoretical process has been completed, right? So what is meant by the difference between the casting and formatting, right? If you give this same, this is meant by the string, right? Here the converting, right? It may be the formatting, whatever it may be the date style, it may be the string, right? We are going to converting with some one data type. The casting is mean, what does it mean? It just again and again I'm repeating, we are going to convert one data type to another data type. That's what the casting. We are going to show that, just we are going to show as a one data type to the another data type. That's what the casting looks like, right? So in this example, we are going, in this visual, we are going to see about some interesting information. So now let's dive into it. Yes guys, we are going to discuss about these visuals, and later we are going to dive into the practical part of this date formatting and functions. So if we going to convert the cast, if you use the cast function means, I'm going, where's my pointer? Yeah, if you use the cast function means it's going to be convert any date type to the any data type. So and there is no formatting in the cast functions, right? When there is no formatting in the cast functions, that's what the casting works. And if you give the date to the convert functions, it may be converting as any data type to the any data type, right? So the formats is only in the date and time functions. So that's what in the visuals explains. So and in the third part, if you use the format function, it will only converting any date type. It may be converting the integer type to the only string, the date type to the string. We are going to convert it. It's going to, and the output is has to be as the data type as the string output. So if you use the format function, maybe the date, time, and numbers, whatever it may be. That's what this visual explains. So the recap of this video is about the, as we discuss about the formatting functions, and we are going to formatting and the casting. So in the formatting and the casting category, we are going to discuss about the formats, convert, and cast. So in the format functions, we are going to in the first video, this is the standard format of the SQL Server standard, and we are discussed about the USA standard, and we are discussed about the European standard, and we are discussed about the formatting and functions and the converting functions, the differences between the formatting functions and the difference between the converting functions, right? So this is the numeric, and this is the currency, this is the percentage. Now I am going to write it down here itself. If you see the notes means you can able to explain all it down very well, right? This is in the currency format, and this is in the percentage format, right? So that's what in the this format function used in the numbers also. So and we are discussing about the casting, and we are going to convert from one data type to the another data type. That's what the casting also works like. And we are discussing about the syntax of the formatting, and we are discussing the use cases of the formatting, and like the two use cases we are discussing about the formatting, and we are seeing about the format specifiers. What is mean the D, all those time, all these. Just see these visuals, guys. Just take a screenshot. This may be useful in the practical part also. Just take a screenshot. I will show this, and all those notes also I will be in the GitHub repository. Please make sure to subscribe to the KishoreLytics channel and follow my GitHub repository and follow my LinkedIn also account also. Maybe if you give the shout out means I'm happy to share all those shout outs, right? So number formats, if we discuss about the number, percentage, currency, scientific notations, numeric, no decimals, numeric 1 decimals, numeric 2 decimals, numeric, it may be the German number, it may be the US number. That's what we are discussed. So we are discussing about the syntax of the converting functions, and we are discussing about the syntax of the casting functions. So we are discussed about the what is means of differences between the casting and the formatting. So we are discussed, and we are discussed about the differences between the casting and what are what are the output as a data type. So that's what the formatting looks like. So in the next video we are discussing about the date calculations. So let's dive into the practical part of the formatting and the casting functions. Now let's dive into it. So in this practical part, we are going to see about the number format specifiers, and we are going to see about the date format specifiers, and the all date parts also discuss, and all the culture parts also discuss. And on these scripts are also available in my GitHub repository. Please make sure to subscribe and download this GitHub repository, and make sure to write this code by your own. I'm just showing this code. I'm just showing the output. Just follow along with me. You may get the output as the same. So in this example, we are going to see about the select. I'm just using the string n as a format type. In this format, I'm going to use the format functions. I'm just giving this number. I just want the numeric data type as a format value. I'm just showing, right. So and just same. I just wanted the percentage, and same if I give this number to the format function. I just wanted I'm just giving the format, right. P. What it means the P? Maybe the percentage. So C it means the currency. E means the scientific notations, and F is about the. I just forgot about the F. What is mean the F? I just told, right. I just F means a fixed point. Numeric 0 digit, numeric 1 digit, numeric 2 digit in the US format and the European format. That's what we discuss in this video, right? As we discussed in the previous part itself, I'm just executing this code. I'm just getting as the output as the C in the output. This has been the output, the number format and the percentage format, currency format, scientific notation, and the fixed point, no digit number, and 1 digit and 2 digit, European, US. That's what the output looks like, right? So now let's dive into the second date format specifiers. In this date format specifiers, already discussed, right? In the previous video, we have discussed about the D, small d, capital D. What means the small d? It may be the day of the month, right? What means the capital D? It may be the full day name, right? So that's what the format specifier looks like. And all those scripts I'm just going to explain in the previous theoretical session itself. And now I'm just going to run this code. I'm just going to run this code only, right? So what is the end? Just subscribe to the KishoreLytics channel. A lot of courses are waiting for you guys. Just please make sure to subscribe to the KishoreLytics channel, and please make sure to, if you have any doubts, let me know in the comment below. I'm happy to share all the doubts. Okay, I think this is the end. This is the end. I just write. So date format, and this has been the output. Just seen my screen. So now let's dive into the culture part. I think so. I just planned in my content preparing structuring style. Yeah, culture code, right? I'm just told, right. I just don't forget all those things. This is the culture code for US. I think so. It may be the whatever. Maybe I don't know. I just get this code from ChatGPT. Just explain this code. I just already explained this code in my theoretical session itself. Now I'm just executing this code only, right. So this is the output. So that's my screen, and we have discussed a lot of things, right, in this video. In the next video we are going to see about the, I think this has been my screen. So in the next video we are going to see about the date calculations, and I just prepared all those sketches also in the next video. Just stay tuned guys. Subscribe to the KishoreLytics channel. This is Kishore and signing up from the KishoreLytics channel. Tata, bye bye.